There was no plan behind all this. For me, it just started as a hobby.
Here I am, standing naked. That's what she said. I don't mind as long as I get what I want.
Let's kick ass!
Heaven sent.
All my friends were buying records, and we were going to parties together. And you know, we were having a little competition on who's having this record first.
You're always sorry.
When I came to Nexus, the DJ there played one of my records, and I told him, "Hey, you're playing one of my records," and we got to talk, and that's why he asked me to join that club.
We started in Nexus, eh? We started in Nexus and we go there and we saw what he's doing.
And I think that's where I learned DJing, you know, really to a crowd. It's a small club, but I think it's very important to start really small, because then you can interact with the crowd. So I think I sort of had my DJ school in those years.
The second father was Ben Liebrand, and he learned him how to do things, especially technical way, but also the economical way. How do you want to be a musician? And under his charge, he developed as what he is now.
That was funny because Armin came along with the chairman of the Ben Liebrand fan club. Actually existed one back then, and he was one of the fans of the Ben Liebrand fan club.
It's just great. Like I said, there was no plan. Like, you know, in 2005, I'll be doing a big performance, 9 hours in Ahoy for 12,000 people.
My whole life he was busy with the tapes and the
The
recording.
techniques about it.
He gave me his first recording, which was, I think, one of the very first versions of Blue Fear. And I was very impressed because I knew the equipment he was working with. And it was very impressive that he could make stuff just with the couple of things he had in his little studio back home.
The way he handles music and the way he looks at people in the hall where he's playing, that's his art, that's his big art, and he can do that. This tape is the first tape we had, and this is the base of his music making. On Sunday morning we slept. We found a little boy with around him a huge mass,
Tapes.
all these tapes in, you know. It was
He
like
was sitting
this,
between all the
and he was looking
tapes.
where the music has come from. And now he knows.
So I offered him that if he wanted to expand his knowledge in, you know, recording, he could use the studio we are in now. And just after his first versions of Blue Fear, he recorded some tracks here. Got familiar with the studio equipment, with the effect units, and hopefully helped him furthering his career.
I have to look at a list. Oh yes, he's in Miami now, or he's in Kuala Lumpur. Oh yeah, he is.
It was very, very, very impressive, and although Armin calls me his mentor, and I'm very happy and very fortunate that he considers me that way. But first of all, was very proud to see somebody evolve from the point where I first met him independently to the level where he is now.
Yes, we loved it. It was amazing to see all those people, that crowd going in and going in. It was like the church was going on. And I always say he's not the Messiah, he's just a naughty boy. And we had actually our two boys who were playing there. So we were lifting up from the ground a little bit when Eller played his guitar solo and Armin in the backstage, and they waved their hands together. Well, little tears.
Well, we did several tracks. Some of them most people don't know, I think. We did Yet Another Day, which we did on Armin Only, and yeah, the other kinds of projects. We did a lot of projects, and some of them didn't even make the record companies or something. It was just fun pounding on the instruments.
I think that excitement is the essence of DJing. You want to share the music with the crowd. You know, that's different. That's the difference between concerts and big artists. If you're a DJ, you're part of the crowd. You want to be in the crowd. You want to be, you know, I'm just a guy that passes on the music to the people, and that's something you learn. That same enthusiasm, I hope to bring that to the younger crowd now as well. You know, the crowd that is not old enough to go to clubs, but through radio you can still reach them. So that's why I have my weekly radio show, State of Trance.
I learned a lot from him, and he's learning a lot from me. I remember when he was young, he always asked me, "Can you listen to it? I don't like the music." Well, please, can you listen to it? And then I have some little advices and say, "Oh well, maybe you should try this." And sometimes he said, "Oh yeah, good idea." Something was like, "No, I don't like it."
I have to do my homework. That's what I do also when I do my radio show every week. So, you know, and I try to find these little surprises for the night that people don't expect.
In this last album, you can very clearly see in which direction he is moving, and he is basically going to a next step. And I believe that his DJing and his producing is going to a next level already on this last album, and I just see him going higher and higher and expanding his capabilities in all directions.
Armada is Armin, Michael, David, and David Lewis already. Before we started Armada, David already worked together with Armin for about 4 years.
We wanted to expand, and I wanted to be able to give Armin and other artists total management, and I couldn't because I didn't have the know-how, the record industry, and we found Michael, and Michael, yeah, we're a great team.
I was working for an independent record company in Holland, and I heard a house mix, so Armin was producing house those days as well. So I went to the house where he was living. He was still living with his parents, and we were drinking tea with his mom. It was really nice. It was the first meeting. Yeah.
Cool thing about long DJ sets is that you can experiment more with the crowd, and I think the crowd also knows it, that when they go and see a DJ for 9 hours, they can't listen to, you know, trance records for 9 hours because, you know, it will get boring at some time. So I know which records work and which records don't. I have a lot of new records, and then we have the live performances. And the good thing is about all the artists that I'm working with, they're all professionals. It's not like I'm working with, you know, a girl that can sing a little bit and does it in her spare time. No, they're all, you know, dedicated musicians, which is for me is a big honor because, you know, I'm just a DJ, and I have these big artists that come to my event to perform. So that's great.
If I see him tonight with 10,000 people cheering him, you know, that's my kick.
Yeah, it's an incredible honor to do it for such a crowd.
He was looking for some material, some songs, singers, just different ideas. And he did a song, I had a song called Another Day, which I wrote many years ago. And he did a remix, which we called Yet Another Day. And that was the first collaboration.
Oh no, I knew it was Armin was playing, and I said, "Didn't Armin remix Rapture? I want to meet him." And he said, "Oh, I'll come and take you, and I'll introduce you to him." And he introduced me to him, and Armin was really excited to meet me. I was really excited to meet him, and we stayed in touch over a couple of months. And finally, he said, "I'm working on my album, and I'd like to see what you could do with the song." So he came to New York. He had another show, and we worked on the song, and it's Who's Watching.
And then on this album, he took a song called Gypsy, which was also written a long time ago, and did a remix of that as well. So we have 2 collaborations now from this one meeting in Scotland.
I'm a pop artist myself, to tell you the truth. So this is something completely different for me. But it seems that these two worlds that don't bite each other, they can only help each other. So
I like all crossovers actually. I like combinations of styles. I think it's healthy for the music business.
10,000 people, I guess, something like that. So, but I'm looking forward to it because it'll be a nice experience, I think. Yeah, definitely.
Pretty scared, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It's really new for me.
But this kind of performance is strange. You never really know if anybody knows you're there. It's kind of it's a strange situation, but it's fun. It's good.
You know, when you go on stage, it's like you're in some kind of trance or something. And it was over before I knew it.
And Armin, maximum respect. I had fun, to tell you the truth. I really had fun. It's something completely different than I've ever done before, but I loved it.
I live for some live music, real, you know, the real nerves about playing the strings and stuff. I love it, so it feels great.
I'm totally gonna join the party. I'm so gonna just rock to Armin all night. So it should be fun.
I felt a little bit like playing the final of the Champions League. This was definitely the highlight of my career so far. It was the biggest party I've ever done and maybe ever do. You know. Well, one of the most magical moments of the night was, and I will never forget it. It was very special, DJing backstage. It was really amazing. You playing a record, and I couldn't see the crowd, but yet I heard this amazing scream coming from the room, and I was DJing backstage. It was almost like a dream, you know. I could imagine myself dreaming that situation. And the ex-mate Armin only really lifted the whole event to the next level. I haven't had any chance to shake people's hands to thank them for the fact that they came to Ahoy. And there were a lot of people from all over Europe that came especially to Holland for this event. So it was a really, really special night, and I can only think back of it as a happy man, you know. They can't take this away from me anymore, and I'm very, very happy about it.